Hello there, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of the Applesauce Podcast, the only gaming podcast where we say right off the bat, fuck the old, right?
Fuck them.
And fuck anyone who associates themselves with Gamergate.
Fuck them.
My name is Broadway Vic, and joining me as always is my co-host, Manny, a.k.a. Mr. Lightman. What is going on, bro?
It's what is it? Pride Month, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I always enjoy Pride Month. It's a nice
It's a wild time in downtown Manhattan.
It is.
It's like every week is a new thing.
That too, but sometimes you get like bad people. Sometimes you get good people.
Yeah.
Usually good people.
Usually.
But then you get like the vocal minority that you just want to smack sometimes.
Assholes, bro. Just they're out there and they're protesting against it. It's like, yo, just let them be them, you know?
Yeah, man. I remember last year during the Pride Festival.
Yeah.
Where they do the march.
Mm-hmm.
They had a whole little section for the people protesting it. It was the funniest thing. I wanted to smack all of them because they were blocking my way to work.
Yeah, well, you said it was like how many people?
Honestly, it was like 5 to 10.
It's like imagine being the only 6 people out there in a whole festival, right? In a whole fair.
And like I think one of them thought that he was tough.
Yeah.
Because he was like, yeah, you guys are lucky that the officers are protecting ya.
Oh,
and I was like those officers aren't here for everybody else, bro. They're here for ya 5. Like,
listen, if one of those people were to have touched any of the LGBT guys or ladies, would have been over, bro.
It would have. It would have been. Like, I'm not part of the group, but you know, I'm aligned to them.
Hey, man, you know,
I walk through the parade when I can.
Yeah.
It's just it's fun. It's a bunch of fun people.
We show our support here. That's what he's trying to say.
For sure.
Yeah, you kind of cut me off though, because, like I said, we want to say it is June. Mm-hmm. That's what I had written in my notes. Right, want to say it is June, and all of us here at the Applesauce Podcast are wishing all of our LGBT friends out there a very happy Pride Month. Keep being awesome, keep being fabulous, and above everything else, keep being you. Speak your truth, and if you're against that, well, there's a little saying that we say in the Bronx right here, and it's suck our dicks, baby, because that's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much a big fuck you if you're against it.
Just let people be happy is what we're all about here, you know?
Yeah, totally, definitely.
So we're just gonna cover some news around the industry, and we're gonna talk about anything that we're playing and our thoughts on them. So you want to get right into the news?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's talk some Pokemon news then, huh?
All right, no problem.
So we're gonna start off earlier this week. The Pokemon Company held a press conference, not a direct, a press conference, right?
Yeah.
Where they announced a couple of applications, some games, right? So we're just gonna talk a little bit about some of the major news, and then we're gonna round it out with the sort of minor news that might not have caught as much attention, right?
All right, no problem.
So we're just gonna start off. Pokemon Company announced Pokemon Home, and it sounds exactly what it sounds like.
Which is what?
Well, it's Pokemon Home.
Yeah, but like the last time I heard anything home was Animal Crossing Home, no? And that was just a decorating thing for the 3DS.
I see where you're coming from. Well, okay, right. So for those who need it cleared up, apparently, like Manny here, Pokemon Home is a cloud service where you can store your game. You always store your Pokemon, rather. So you can move them through each iteration of the main franchises, as well as Pokemon Go, which is, you know, Nintendo's new modern solution to the problem people have had since olden times, since the very first Pokemon came out. You know, they've been trying to tackle this in different ways, you know, all the way back since 2003 when they released Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, which is a name that might actually get the same reaction that you just did.
I remember when that first was announced.
Yeah.
I wanted to get it, but I think it was exclusive, right?
Yeah, it was Japan, and then in New York, it was just like Pokemon Center.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn.
That was like the only place that it released in America.
Going to the Pokemon Center as a kid, and that wasn't going to happen.
Especially how we grew up, we were not going to be able to buy it. But yeah, you know, they had, you know, Pokemon Bank, and now we have Pokemon Home. I'm assuming they might charge for the service the same way that they charge for the Pokemon Bank.
Yeah.
You know, also Home is going to have global trading features as well, which is a real nice feature to have.
That's cool.
And it will support your Nintendo 3DS, your Switch, and of course smartphones.
So wait, can I charge Pokemon from Sun and Moon?
Yeah, you can actually even, according to them, you can store like Pokemon from the Virtual Console and the 3DS, like Pokemon Red and Blue.
Really?
Yeah, so you can actually,
way.
yeah.
I'm about to go download that right now.
That's the same thing I was thinking earlier today.
I'm about to go catch myself Mew.
Are those glitches still in the game?
Yeah.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, they try to keep it as true to the old games as possible.
Yeah.
So they ain't fixed none of those glitches.
Guys, we're getting Mews now, baby. That's great news right there.
Not officially through the glitch, but we're still getting.
Hey, listen, as long as I have Mew and Pokemon Sword and Shield, that's all I care about, all right? Bro, are you ready to be entertained while you sleep?
I don't know what that means. It's kind of suspect.
That does sound a little weird. Because after several consultations with Snorlaxi, or just a Snorlax, a pack of Snorlax.
Let's call them something else. Sleepers, like a murder for crows.
Like a murder of crows, a sleeper of Snorlax.
Yes, why not?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a really big fan of that. So the Pokemon company is ready to roll out this strange app that they're calling Pokemon Sleep, which they state that the aim of the app is to turn sleeping into entertainment by having players' time spent sleeping and the time they wake up affect the gameplay. Any idea what this might be?
No, but you think it's possible it's one of those things that they use for, was it the Wii or the Wii U? That little health thing.
I think actually was the Wii.
It was a Wii?
Yeah, because I think that monitor
it connects
to the Wiimote, right?
To the Wiimote, yeah. All right, yeah. So it's probably one of those things then, right? Possibly.
Yeah, and Nintendo's known for kind of just storing old ideas and using them for future ideas.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool, by the way.
I mean, if it is part of that, if that's what it turned into, it's kind of weird though.
Yeah, it's a long time coming. I can only imagine there was a suit at Nintendo that was like, yo, listen, bro. We touted this new thing. It was going to be a big thing for the Wii. Then they just unceremoniously canceled it out of nowhere.
Wait, was
and
it
then they
officially
just called
canceled?
it a day. Yeah, they officially. When Nintendo officially cancels something, you know something went wrong either in the development or the R&D, which is part of development, whatever. But yeah, so, I mean, you're right. This might actually have turned into the Pokemon Sleep. Who knows? But of course, the news that caught a lot of attention was a new game being developed with DNA, which, by the way, it's actually pronounced DNA. I kept calling them Dina for a long time.
No, yeah.
Or Dana.
That's one of the first things I found out when they first partnered with them for Dragalia Lost.
Yeah. So they are developing a game with DNA called Pokemon Masters. From what we saw in the little clip, we saw some familiar trainers, like Gary being a douche, saying bonjour in French, even though the game is in Japanese, right? Cynthia, Misty, and we saw Brock, who is just absolutely shredded. Bro, this guy, he's built like Bruno almost, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just exaggerating, but that guy's super shredded. Now that I'm not lying about. Abs, muscular, and he's got an Onyx right next to him. Bro, Brock is doing some things in Kanto, baby. I don't think he has to be as desperate as he was in anime anymore. But outside of how hot Brock is, right? We did see 3-on-3 battles with 3 trainers on opposing sides. The company did say this is a game where players can battle alongside their favorite trainers. So I believe this is something to keep an eye on. More details will come at a later time. Personally, I'm thinking this is more of a Pokemon gacha. Which honestly should not surprise anybody because that's a lot of money.
All right, 1 second. Why do you think that though?
Because Ken Sugimori, right? He did come out. He's saying this game was kind of born out of the idea that wouldn't it be fun to play with your favorite trainers?
Okay, that's all you. Usually that always leads to a gacha.
Yeah. So my next question would be is like, what sort of gacha is it going to be? Like. Are the Pokemons going to be the things that you're buying, or is it going to be the trainers? What are you rolling is basically what I'm asking.
Both. It's going to be both.
Ah, man, that's evil.
I mean, they did it evil, bro. Dragalia Lost.
Yeah, with the dragons and the human characters, right?
Yeah.
Nah, man, there's no way they'll do that.
But honestly, though, Dragalia Lost has some pretty good pulls. It's not too bad. It's actually not really... It's one of the best ones I've seen, actually.
I read, they broke down the numbers and they did the math, right? and apparently the numbers aren't as bad as most gacha games.
Yeah, and then the people who make that game, they was like, if we wanted to, we could be horrible, but Nintendo was like, no, you're not gonna be like that.
I do actually remember that story. Yeah. The thing though, right, is you have so many options, right? Like what? Like how are they gonna implement it? If it's how you say how you think it's gonna be with both Pokemon and trainers, it's gonna get like the whales in those games are just gonna spend an astronomical amount of money.
Totally, I'm gonna want Misty, Sabrina, Roxanne.
Roxanne, jeez.
I just like her design.
You know, but I gotta have me some Let's, baby.
I mean, that's true, but like, I mean, Misty was always one of my favorites, mostly because of nostalgia.
Yeah.
But if I had to put one of the female trainers, it would have been Sabrina. To me, Sabrina has always been even in the cartoons, just because of her little creepy doll thing.
Yeah.
Nightmares.
Just nightmares from that anime. I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's definitely something to keep your eye on, just because the scope of the Pokemon franchise.
Oh.
There's just gonna be a lot of things that they can pull from.
Yeah.
Pull. You see what I did there, bro?
You got trainers, the Pokemon. It could be the Pokeballs too.
Right. It could be many things, right? Which, honestly, now I'm not so excited because it sounds like it could lead to some evil tactics here.
What about if it's like customization? Imagine having like seeing Gary with Ash's hat or something like that.
Ah, God, that's sacrilege, bro. I do not want to see Gary with Ash's hat, bro. I should actually hit you for even uttering that sentence.
I'm just saying, like, that go crazy. If I'm the guy making the game, I'm gonna go crazy with all the Pokemon stuff.
You got accessories, you got scarves. If you want to be like super douchey, here's like a handkerchief that you put around your neck.
Right. I mean, imagine being able to have like a theme song, or like choosing your theme song.
Do. Yeah, just like every time somebody pops up, it's just like, bro, listen.
Or just like when you pop up in somebody else, like when somebody else,
somebody else's game, bro. Oh my God.
And then you come in with Gary's theme.
Yeah, come on. You don't want to battle somebody who walks around with Gary's theme song.
Right.
You're gonna get wrecked.
Yeah. But I would love for that to happen though. Just think about it. Now I'm just getting myself hyped for something that's not even gonna happen.
Something, yeah. See, this is your problem. You overhype yourself sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so rounding out the news from the conference, a new Pokemon Go Plus device was announced. This is called Pokemon Go Plus Plus.
Okay, that wasn't a joke?
No, it's not a joke. It's an actual thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought people were joking. I saw my Twitter and I was like,
no, it's an actual thing. You know, it's bigger, it's slimmer, and a new feature aside from your standard catching and spinning your stops and tracking steps.
Wait, is it a Pokeball?
Yeah, it's like a Pokeball shape, but it's like skinny now.
No, so it's flat. So that's like a button.
Well, it's not like a it's more button. It's still Pokeball designed. Like I said, it's bigger, but it's skinnier.
Okay.
So it's not the round.
That's not the
shape
Pokeball.
Yeah.
It's not the Pokeball Plus thing.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
No, so is it the old one then?
I'm assuming this is just like a space saver.
No, because I'm pretty sure when Pokemon Go first came out, they had like a little button with it.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So
This is more that than it is the actual Pokeball. So it is gonna be now. It's gonna track your sleeping habits, right? From how long you sleep to when you wake up. They did say this data will affect how we interact with Pokemon Go. I believe this directly ties into the Pokemon Sleep app that they announced earlier as well. But of course, how all of this will actually work is still up in the air, honestly.
So what I'm wondering is how it's supposed to track your sleeping. Like, do you say I'm gonna sleep now, and then I'm gonna wake up listening?
Yeah, but that just like it lends itself to bad data,
No, yeah, definitely.
People are gonna lie about it.
I mean, I would lie when I'm at work.
Exactly,
Oh, I'm going to sleep now. Pokemon tracker.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I wake up at 3 p.m. now. Yeah, but how this works or how this interacts all together, it's intriguing to a certain degree, but I'm not really looking. It's not really exciting me. I still launch Pokemon Go every now and then, but
I mean, I'm interested in it. Me personally, yeah, interested. Just to see how it goes, how everything interacts with each other. That just sounds cool and complicated.
It's like unnecessarily complicated, right?
Yes. But I mean, if everything's under like one hub, it should be easy, right?
Should be easy to manage, at the very least. Another things we got from the conference: a sequel to Detective Pikachu is coming to the Nintendo Switch. No details about a release date nor a trailer was shared. But be on the lookout for more news soon. E3 is around the corner. We might get a little something there.
That'd be cool.
So me, I never got to play the 3DS game because at that point in my life, the Switch had already come out and it had all my attention. I wasn't gonna go back to the 3DS. I'm really bad at that, by the way. But I am excited for this though. And lastly, well, you might know this, right? But me, I am a man who enjoys some of the finer things in life. And this got me a little bit excited, honestly. Like I said, I am a man who enjoys a fine shirt. So it pleased me to see that Pokemon shirts will be coming to Europe and the US later this year. We'll be able to customize button-ups, like a business casual, a business shirt, or even Hawaiian shirts.
They're bringing them over here?
Yeah, they're bringing them over here.
I saw when they first announced it for Japan.
Yeah.
Is it that collaboration thing?
I'm not sure if it is a collaboration. I love the logo because Pikachu's wearing a contrasting pinstripe button-up shirt, and he looks so dapper in it, bro. It's so amazing to see Pikachu dressed up like that.
All right, shit, I'll buy some.
Yeah, listen, man. This shirt, these line of shirts have a design for all original 151 Pokemon.
Oh, nah.
So every shirt has a design, or
Really?
every Pokemon from the original games has a design.
Oh.
So you can actually take a look at them from the Japanese website. It even has an English mode, so you can kind of like look around and browse to it.
Oh, I'm gonna check that later.
Yeah, some of the designs are super busy, bro. They showed off this Magikarp one. I have no idea why they decided to show that one off because that one is disgusting. Okay, I hate that shirt. But
oh man, 151 or 50?
151. So Mew has a design too.
Oh, I'm getting Mew.
Yeah, that one. That's a nice design. The fabric patterns are really good on some of the Pokemon. Like I said, the Magikarp one is way too busy. I saw. See, I'm blanking on it, but like the Zapdos one looks super cool. Alakazam looks really dope. Pikachu is, of course, adorable. So there's a couple of them that are subtle enough to flex in their work. If you're a Pokemon fan, if you're into that, definitely listen. I'm gonna buy a couple of shirts. I'm in for some at least.
I'll check out the designs, see how they are. If I like any, I'll buy them. If not,
yeah, I actually still might buy some.
Right, just if they're my favorite Pokemon.
And because we here at Applesauce cannot get enough of Pokemon, Nintendo announced a Pokemon Direct for June 5th at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, nice.
And we can only imagine that we're going to get some more news on Sword and Shield. More gameplay and more news on the new region would definitely be welcomed, as well as any new Pokemon designs that they got planned for the region.
You think we're going to see... I hope we see the last evolutions.
So you're not into waiting for the game to come out and then you'll see all the evolutions?
No.
You want to know, like...
See, no,
you want to go, listen, this is the Pokemon that I'm working towards.
Yeah,
your starter.
See, no, that's the weird thing, because up until this gen, I've always just like, what are the starters? That's all I care about. And then from there, I decide on who I want my thing to be, my main Pokemon to be.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know, this I feel like I have to see the evolutions now, just because I like how Scorbunny looks.
Okay.
But I want to see how what is it, Froakie?
Froakie.
Yeah, I want to see Froakie's last evolution.
Listen, Froakie's that man, bro. I'm digging Froakie.
And they have the little grass monkey, right? Which, oh my.
Was it a grass monkey?
Yeah, because it's the fire bunny.
Yeah.
The grass monkey, and then like.
Froakie.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's supposed to be because he does not look like a frog.
He doesn't look like a frog too.
No, hell no.
Yo, there's this picture, bro. I swear, man. Somebody shared a picture of Froakie holding a gun, and I've loaded it to the Instagram. Bro, I love that picture so much. So yeah, I'm definitely in Sword and Shield day one just for Froakie. All right.
I understand.
So what about you guys? You think that's enough Pokemon news for you? You guys looking for anything else? We are gonna move on to more Nintendo news. So it's generally agreed that Nintendo is great, right?
Yes.
But they do still come with a lot of decisions that leave you scratching your head.
Sometimes.
This one didn't leave me scratching my head more than it just got me upset.
Okay.
Because we did get word that you will not be able to play with your friends online in Mario Maker 2. So this is dumb, honestly. It's just a really dumb move. It's not really going to affect us because we can get a game going pretty easily. But for the people who play online and they have their online friends, I just feel real bad for them. See, here's the thing though, right? we're paying for Nintendo's online service now. They should be more receptive to the ideas that people want. Because now we're paying for this service, right? We want to play with our friends online. I don't understand why we're not able to in 2019. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Their Nintendo World Report said that Nintendo's reasoning for this was because playing with friends, it might skew some of the leaderboards, and that doesn't matter. It really, honestly, should not matter. The leaderboard shouldn't have such a huge impact on your online infrastructure, on how you set these things up. Sometimes it's just annoying, honestly. Although they do have some good ideas with their online, sometimes these things just make you go, gosh, only Nintendo's coming up with these sort of things in 2019. What did you think when the news dropped?
I didn't like it.
You weren't a...
No. I mean, how can you possibly be a fan of that?
It's just one of those things, man, that's just like, listen, it's just reiterating the same point, but we're paying for the service. Give the fans what they want. We want to play with our friends online. The Nintendo Switch lends itself really well to that, you know. It's just let us play games together, without any of the weirdness, without any of the Nintendo decision. Just give us a simple, straightforward thing. Just stop putting any sort of caveats to these games. Just let us play online, please.
Yeah,
please.
No, I agree. I thought the excuse was really dumb. Actually, I hated it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, just don't let online friends scores be uploaded to the leaderboards. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
there's been games that do that.
Yeah, there's been a ton of games that do that.
Yeah.
Just your score is not going to show up on the leaderboard.
All right,
you get cool. That notification.
I don't care if I'm playing with my friends. The leaderboard is going to be the least of my worries.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want. And honestly, if the leaderboards, that's what it is. They're leaderboards, you know. So you should be able to score high with your friends. That should just be a thing. But to avoid us talking way too much about this, because even though it is a dumb decision, I just want to move on. I just wanted to put it out there. I hate the decision. I don't support it at all. But anyway, there's an image floating around Twitter from GameStop's internal database. It's listing 21 new Nintendo Switch games ahead of E3 week. We do know Nintendo has its Direct, and they're not shy about announcing games after the Direct during the Treehouse events that they have going on all week long.
I know some people get mad about that, actually.
Yeah.
What was it? Metroid, I think. Metroid. The remake? The Metroid remake
got announced on the 3DS. Yeah.
That one got announced through
immediately after the Direct. Yeah, people were like, why didn't they save that?
Wasn't the Metroid soccer game announced during the Direct?
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
All I remember is that they announced the remake of the Metroid game, and people were mad, like, why didn't they save this for one as one of the announcements for the Direct?
Yeah.
But listen, 21 games. I'm not doubting it. You know, they have a lot of time to announce a bunch of different things. I'm super excited to see what these games can possibly be, especially because we know like a lot of games that they've already announced. You know, like Animal Crossing and stuff, right?
Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah.
But I mean, those should have SKUs already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so what these 21 new games are gonna be, we'll have to wait and see. Honestly.
Yeah, right. I mean, shit, I'm interested. Let's go.
Yeah. You know who else is supposed to be coming big? E3.
Who?
Microsoft. Because we do know now that Microsoft is holding a big 2-hour-long conference where they're going to be showcasing 14 first-party games. And maybe, just maybe, we might get a little hint of the new console. What do you think? You think there's any chances we're going to see Scarlett show up at the E3 conference?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
We're getting a lot of speculation saying we might see something. But I'm ready for more looks at Gears 5 and Gears Tactics, as well as Halo Infinite.
I forgot about Gears Tactics.
Yeah, but I'm excited because of the mouse and keyboard support that it's going to have.
No.
So this kind of brings me to the topic that's been hot recently with this upcoming E3, right? Which is, when is Xbox going to start bringing the big guns out? We know for sure that the future of Xbox is definitely looking bright with all the studios that they've brought under their roof. And historically, at least for me personally, I've always had more reasons to turn on my PlayStation or my Nintendo system from a first-party perspective. But to the people who are saying that it's now or never, you guys are gonna have to relax a little bit. Honestly, they just bought in these studios last year, though we are getting a lot of rumors saying that Ninja Theory is gonna be there to announce a big game for Microsoft.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, the rumor is supposed to be that Ninja Theory is gonna announce a sci-fi sort of game.
Oh my god.
Which sounds cool because I'm a big fan of Ninja Theory.
They did Hell's Blade, right?
Yeah.
They did Odyssey to the East.
Yeah.
With Monkey. Yeah. I love that is one of my favorite games of the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Listen, Ninja Theory is dope. So, but to expect every studio to come out swinging a year after they were bought in, it's unfair to the developers. It's unfair to Microsoft. You have to give them time to develop these games because the last thing Microsoft wants is a lot of rush games that just pale in comparison to a Naughty Dog or EAD1. Is it EAD1? Or 2,
it's
whatever.
It's just EAD now. They combined into one thing.
Oh, yeah?
I don't even think it's EAD, actually.
Really?
They even changed the name.
They even changed the names?
Yeah.
Well, either way, the last thing they want is a rush product that's not going to compare to the top Nintendo studio or the top Sony studio.
Or another canceled game like that Dragon Scalebound?
Yeah, Scalebound. That's the last thing that Microsoft needs right now. But listen, what 14 titles are they going to bring to E3? My guess is, honestly, a lot of indie games they're probably going to show off. Like, I know we're going to get Ori and the Forest Ori, the Ori and the Wisp game. But that one's already announced.
Yeah.
But the 14 titles, I don't know what they can possibly be.
Fable,
we might get a Fable, right? But people are saying that because it was listed on Mixer, right?
Yes.
But apparently that game's been posted on Mixer for like a month now. So it still could be a rumor. But after I learned that it's been up on Mixer for a month, it kind of just like killed that thought for me.
You know, the funny thing is, right? Somebody leaked DC versus Mortal Kombat like a year before it even happened.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody was like, man, they leaked it. They were like, yo, it's gonna happen. And then 6 months happened, and everybody was like, he's a liar.
This guy's lying.
Man, then when the announcement happened, he bumped the threat, and it was hilarious. It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
He's like, I told y'all that this is gonna happen. But listen, I'm super excited. You know, I believe in Phil Spencer's vision for Xbox. I think he's done a way better job since he's took over for, I forgot the last guy's name, and honestly, no one cares about the guy anyway. So we're gonna move on from E3 a little bit, right? Because right now, bro, I want to be honest with you. I'm a huge hypocrite, okay? You might know this. You might not.
I mean, I do when it comes to hype.
Oh, when it comes to hype?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Because last week, I said I was done with Call of Duty. Okay? But I did say that before the release of the new Modern Warfare trailer. So I'm not gonna lie, I was actually impressed with what we got from the trailer. You know, Captain Price is back. He's a great character, right? We also got some details of the game itself. And it looks like Activision kind of flexes muscles on this new iteration of the franchise, right? We're getting a new graphics engine. Crossplay is coming. So between PC and console players, you're going to be playing together. And they're doing away with a season pass, although I do expect we're going to be nickel and dime for everything. From different colors for guns. Yeah, just microtransactions up the wazoo, bro. That's what I expect.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they have to make the money somehow, if not from season passes.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I was saying, listen, I was pretty impressed, but I have to see the gameplay, because if it's just regular schmegular Call of Duty at the end of the day, it's a big fat meh for me. But just off the cutscenes, the graphics and the art style does look a little different. Some people compared it to Resident Evil 2. I see the comparison, but honestly, listen, man, I'm definitely just gonna keep an eye on it. I'm not committed to buying the new one, but with crossplay, I have a couple of people on PS4 that I haven't played with in a long time that I know still play Call of Duty. I might just pick it up just to have a big Call of Duty team deathmatch with everybody that I know.
It's gonna have crossplay between consoles?
Yeah, and PCs.
No, I'm talking about like not just consoles, right?
Yeah.
So it could be Xbox versus PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
That's cool.
At least that's how they're touting it, bro. They're saying PCs and consoles are gonna have crossplay.
I mean, that could also just mean PCs with consoles.
Nah, man, come on. Activision wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but Sony would.
I mean, Sony would. You're probably right about that.
So
God, you see now you got me doubting it.
well, until it's clarified, I'll just take it as Xbox and PC, and then PS4 and PC.
You know what? Just so I won't be disappointed, I'm gonna change my mindset. I think I'm gonna just agree with that for now.
Alright.
Until we get clarity from Sony saying you're gonna be playing with Xbox games. I'm just gonna keep it to crossplay between Xbox and PC and PS4, but not between Xbox and PS4.
Alright. Unless I miss some news.
Unless I mean, it's very possible, but we'll see. But speaking of big news, we got a huge 9-minute Death Stranding trailer from Kojima, and oh my God, is this game looking
boring?
What?
It looked boring.
It looked boring to you?
Yes. I'm not a big Kojima fan.
I'm about to walk out of this show right now if you don't put more respect on this game.
I'm not gonna put more respect on it. Like, gameplay wise, from what little we saw, they didn't look that excited. It actually reminded me more of that Metal Gear Survivor game.
Oh, listen, we got some hot takes in this show, but what you're telling me right now, I hate it. All right, I hate that take. It's not even a hot take.
I mean, people are probably gonna come at me for that, but it reminded me of Metal Gear Survive, which shouldn't be a bad thing because it was like Metal Gear 5, wasn't it?
I don't think it was like Metal Gear 5, like at all.
You sure?
Yeah, like just like gameplay wise, I think it's completely different because you're like gathering resources. But listen, you're drawing me away from a game that I'm super excited for, right? So we're gonna be playing as Sam Bridges. I don't know if we knew that before, but Sam Bridges is the name of the main character portrayed by Norman Reedus. And we're going around this ravaged world collecting and delivering stuff. It looks like you're kind of just collecting things.
I think so.
So from the website, it does say we're gonna have to protect our supplies from bandits and other weird entities that are, that's happening around the world, right? But from the trailer, we also saw different ways to interact with the world, from using ladders to climb cliffs and using ropes that you impale into the ground and then you rappel down from there, right?
Can you do that from anywhere?
Well, I mean, from the trailer, all we saw was just those two examples. So I'm not sure yet. Well, we also got looks at gameplay. You're going to be running and gunning. You're going to be running fades with people. And even you're going to be stealthy to hide from enemies. Because from what we saw, it looks like if you fight them, you might get beat up pretty easily. You might get a game over.
I mean, he got killed immediately.
Yeah.
At least that's how they made it seem.
So, I mean, I'm going to have to watch the trailer a couple of more times. It's pretty obvious.
You've already seen it like 3 times.
Well, I'm going to have to watch it a couple more times than that, right? Because it's pretty obvious that you're going to have to save the world from... It looks like they're calling them Death Stranding, like the main thing that's like ruining this world, right? They're calling them the Death Stranding. But as far as, this is Kojima. So we're in for a wild ride. And whether the ride is good or bad is still up in the air. And listen, November 9th, it's coming. The game's coming November 9th. We'll know everything when the game drops. The trailer showed a lot of story, but it still kept a lot of it a mystery.
Did it show a lot of story?
Yeah, I mean, well, they showed a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it showed a lot of story.
Well, they try to establish a couple of things, right?
I guess that's true. To me, it showed off mostly the actors, which I hate.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. Also, Guillermo del Toro's in it, but
he's not playing himself.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know how do you even say that.
They're just using his likeness.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro's likeness is going to be in the game, but he's not.
I can't wait to see the credit where this guy asked Guillermo del Toro.
Some people are saying they're expecting Jeff Keighley to show up in the game as like an NPC in the background.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, how big of a fan he is.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the guy says he's not a fan. He said they're friends.
No, he's a fan. You can tell he's a fan. There's no, you're just not friends with him. Not considering like what you did to him, for him, at your Game Awards show.
Yeah.
Like, you go out of your way to make him, like, you can tell you favor him.
Yeah. The thing, right?
Which, by the way, can't wait for Keighley to give him all the awards.
I was gonna say,
gets nominated,
because you brought this up earlier, right? The thing that's might bother me is that from what we saw, it looks like your standard third person shooting and third person fighting mechanics, right? And of course your standard Kojima stealth thing. How do you say this? It's like, if the game comes out and the narrative isn't as good and it's just your standard gameplay, do you think that this game is just gonna score high just because it's Kojima?
Like, when people say there's no bias in that,
Yeah.
And that's absolutely wrong. There's always gonna be a bias with anything you're reviewing, because like if you don't like alright, see, like me, if you tell me to review a simulating racing game, I'm gonna review it low because I just don't like simulating racing games.
Yeah.
So that bias right there is always gonna affect my this thing. Kind of like if you tell me to review a Peter Molyneux's game too, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't like Peter Molyneux. Or what's his name? The guy from Gearbox.
Gearbox, Randy Pitchford.
Yeah, like if you tell me to, I'm gonna be like, ugh. I'm already going in there with the mentality that I don't like this guy. I don't like microtransactions like that, so I might not like his game. So also, I'm not a big fan of first-person shooters. I'm tired of first-person shooters.
Let me ask you this then, right? So wouldn't that make you a good person to review a game? So let's say you don't like a Gran Turismo, right? Or Forza. If you don't like those sort of games, wouldn't that make you a good person to choose to review the game? Because then you're looking at it from like, well, I don't like the game, but this is pretty fun, so I might give it a good score.
Like, see, you might think that, but then the fans are gonna be like, but he clearly hates that genre of game. Why do you put him to review that game?
Well, because it would be more
at most, right?
Like you would think.
Like at most, all you do is just give an outside perspective of the genre to somebody.
Yeah, like listen, don't make me review like a waifu game. I'm a score it high, baby. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But I guess, I guess I see where you're coming from. Like, if I'm not a big fan of racing games. Why would I review a racing game? You know, I'm probably just gonna be bored of everything. I'm not gonna get into it as much as a fan would. So yeah, I guess I see your perspective. But
like to me, the perfect example would be like when I got told to review Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Personally, I did not like Grand Theft Auto 5. I understand why people like it, but for me, I did not enjoy the gameplay. I hate the shooting mechanics.
Yeah.
I hate the walking animations and all that. How weighted they are sometimes. The same thing with Red Dead Redemption. I'm not gonna review Red Dead Redemption 2 because I hated Grand Theft Auto 5. Red Dead Redemption 2 is just the Western version of that.
Yeah. So I was actually on Twitter the other day and they were talking about how Red Dead Redemption just starts at a super slow pace. Like the first 2 hours, you're just like trotting along, right? That's why I wouldn't be able to review that game because I'll be bored out of my head, honestly, bro. I'm not saying you have to engage immediately, but there has to be something at the beginning that keeps you in. You know, a lot like Red Dead Redemption, they tried to slowly build the world, and for me personally, that's not gonna work. Now it'll work if you start with like a big set piece that's just gonna introduce you to the gameplay mechanics right off the bat, and then you build from there, right? But I guess we were kind of getting away from the big news that Death Stranding got a huge 9-minute trailer. It's looking amazing. I know what you're doing, you devil. You're trying to get me off the train.
I mean, to you it might have looked amazing. To me, it just, it's a big to me.
Yeah, and
we're gonna stream the game.
Yeah.
All right.
And you said you're gonna do some background commentary while I play the game.
Yes, while you're playing the game, I'm gonna do some background commentary.
Don't rip it apart, please. Like if I'm enjoying the game, just let me have some fun with it, please.
No, because people are gonna say that I'm not gonna give the game a chance. I'm gonna give the game a chance.
Yeah.
All right. I might play it. You know. Now, I mean, I'm definitely gonna play it just to give it a fair chance.
Yeah.
But I'm also not gonna. It's not gonna stop me from criticizing the game.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make it very clear that it's not. I'm not going into the game like
already wanting to hate it.
I'm not. I'm gonna try to go into the game with a very neutral understanding of it.
Like a neutral stance. Like you're gonna go in, you're gonna give it a chance.
Yes.
To kind of win you over.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Like
you're gonna put some hours into it. You're gonna try to keep it cool.
Yeah. See, Monster Hunter World. I could have just not reviewed that game and not played it. Could have gone on with my life. But then people would have come at me for the way I talk about Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I hate Monster Hunter World. Okay? But
you have a lot of friends online that like Monster Hunter. You guys talking about Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So obviously, for you to say, okay, this is what I don't like about Monster Hunter World, you actually have to go out and play it.
Yes.
Because otherwise, you're just a guy who didn't play it because, it's on the PS4, it's not on Nintendo, he doesn't want to play it.
Yeah, no, I played it.
Yeah.
I played it on Xbox. I played on the Xbox One X.
Yeah. So you got the best experience of the game.
Yes. I put 100 hours or so into the game.
Yeah, which shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah, I beat the story solo. Then I got in play. I did everything that I would normally do in a month of the game.
Yeah.
To establish my opinion on the game. So it's the exact same thing I'm gonna do with Death Stranding. With Death Stranding, yeah.
Yeah. So we got also a little bit of details about how it's online is gonna work. It's not gonna be your standard online co-op. It's gonna be asynchronous style of multiplayer where players can send and share supplies, and you can also see
that should be like Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, like pretty much like Dark Souls. That's how the online's gonna be. Which thanks for boiling it down, because I would have so much trouble explaining it. But the story looks like it's gonna be wild. Honestly, it is. It's all over the place. I was telling you earlier today that I'm gonna give a Kojima a shot, because listen, I know people love Kojima. I'm not a big fan of his stories because it's all over the place, honestly. So this is a brand new franchise. It's a new IP.
Nothing holding him back. No established lore.
This is all him. This is, even a trailer. And this guy, he's putting his name on everything.
Yeah, I hate that.
Even the trailer was saying it was edited by Kojima.
Yeah, I honestly hated that. I hated all of that because there's other people clearly working on the game.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like it's directed by. And it kind of just, the director's usually the person who would do all of it, like they'll do the price and they'll talk for. But the editing part was a little bit kissing your own ass there.
It's not even that. I'm pretty sure there's a scene in the trailer.
Yeah.
Where it shows like 10 different titles and then says Hideo Kojima. And I hated that even more. To me, that's the part I hated the most. Like,
yeah.
You're telling me that you did everything in the game?
Yeah, it's like, oh, even the soundtrack was like chose. He picked the music, But yeah, listen, it's asynchronous multiplayer. Like we were saying, it's a new thing. Kojima's gonna have all the chance in the world. And he had all the time in the world too to put this story together, right? Because Sony did give him a lot of time. They gave him breathing room. They gave him pretty much anything he needed.
They helped him establish the studio.
Yeah.
They lent him the engine.
Did they lend him the engine?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's made with Gorilla's engine.
Oh, it's not with the Fox engine thing that they were making?
In Konami? No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's not going to take the engine with him.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
almost certain.
I'm almost certain that's illegal.
I'm almost certain it is actually made, because I'm pretty sure they said they even sent some of the people from Guerrilla Games to help with the engine.
Well, we're going to have to double check that, actually. But listen, this game is definitely interesting. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to play it. I'm ready to enjoy the madness that Kojima's cooked up. November 9th, watch out. We're going to be playing it day one. Manny, you're going to sit there and I swear to God, you better love it, bro. If you don't, just leave the room and let me enjoy it, okay?
I'm going to go. I'm going to be there, right?
You're just promising that you're going to be there.
Yes, I'm going to witness the story firsthand, day one.
Yeah.
With you. We're going to be streaming it on your PlayStation because I don't own the PlayStation.
All right. Jesus. This guy has to plug the fact that he doesn't have a PlayStation every episode.
It's because some people refuse to believe me.
No, it's true, though. It's true. There's not a single Sony product in here.
I do not know. Yeah, don't own anything Sony.
Moving along, Microsoft continues to build on its PC plans as it's going to be rolling out its Xbox Game Pass to PC. Although they did say some games might be slightly different from its console brethren. We'll be seeing games like Gears 5 and Age of Empires coming to the service, as well as even Steam, which is pretty exciting for the PC players. Gears 5 on Steam, they're saying they're going to have a lot of options for the game. Listen, Microsoft's been doing some pretty good things on the PC platform, even bringing like Mixer-like things to,
the new OS thing.
Yeah.
The new Capture OS thing, right?
Yeah.
I was like, you think that's probably going to show us what Scarlet's OS is going to be like?
I had a couple of people make that same comment where they're just like, maybe this is a peak to what we might expect with Scarlet.
That'd be cool. Well, I mean, I saw the layout. It looked pretty right. Then they say you could edit it too.
Yeah. So they're bringing a ton of options to PC just in terms of recording and broadcasting yourself. Mixer has done really good things for Microsoft, or Microsoft been doing good things for Mixer, with just, establishing a new aesthetic, making things just work a little better. So I'm excited to see what's going to be coming to the PC version of the Game Pass. And we'll see. We'll definitely, they're still saying all of the big titles coming to the Game Pass, even if it's on PC. So definitely something to look forward to, if you're looking forward to it.
You think is the subscription gonna carry over from the Xbox?
That we don't know yet, actually.
What do you think? What are you thinking?
I think it might actually be its own separate thing. Maybe.
I don't know. Wait, wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose of the Play Anywhere thing?
I think you just blew my mind right now, bro. I think you just made a really good argument for it. I think, so it would make sense, right?
I mean,
if you have Game Pass on Xbox, you should have it on your Windows. Oh, yeah. We'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll see. And you know what? You know us at Applesauce, we'll talk about anything, right? Especially if you pay us. Please pay us. No matter how big or small the news is, as long as it's news, we'll try to cover it. Sure now.
Sure. Yeah.
And what better way to prove that than by talking about how Cuphead will be coming to a brand new gaming platform, bro.
Wait, are you talking
the
about
new systems? They're named the Tesla Model X, 3, and S. Wait a minute. That's a car, right?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Huh. Are you're gonna play Cuphead on that?
On a car? I mean, I haven't been inside of a car in forever. I don't know how the new tech is. But yeah, I heard about this on the Twitter too. I thought it was a joke.
Okay. Oh, so apparently you'll only be able to play when it's in park mode. Okay. Well, I mean, anyway.
But why would you want to play it?
It's true. Well, listen, if you really want to flex in your $97,000 Tesla, what better way than to play some Cuphead, right? I mean, you might as well play a game that's as difficult as the head of that stupid company, right? Jeez. I mean, $97,000. Listen, I'll play Cuphead anywhere, right? Listen, if you have $97,000 and $97,020 to spend, might as well get a Tesla and a Cuphead with it, right?
Not yet, but if I want to play Cuphead anywhere, I just grab my Switch.
Shut up. But yeah, I read this earlier, bro. I was like, what are they? They're just porting games anywhere, huh?
No, yeah. I had no comments to that.
Yeah,
I read it and I was like, no, that was literally my reply.
That's it.
Yeah.
They did say they also have like some Konami games in the system as well.
You think we're gonna get Skyrim?
Oh my god, yes. They should give us the voice activated one.
Oh man,
that'd be wild.
That Alexa one.
Yeah, but honestly, listen, they should add Cuphead to like the self-driving cars. That'd be dope, man.
I don't know.
Have you heard about the other things that you can do in a self-driving Tesla? Let's not talk about it. It's a family-friendly show. We're just gonna move on to the next one, okay?
Okay.
Modding has always been a scene that fascinates me, honestly. You can see so much creativity from that scene, just from games that already came out, from like Thomas the Train as a dragon in Skyrim, which honestly, that's art, baby.
I mean, you see some people make it a career out of that.
Yeah, that's true. Like Dota, right? Dota 2 was built on a mod. So
I think so was H1Z1.
Yeah, from the Arma series.
Then you have Durante, who started his own porting company.
Well, I mean that was more porting than mods. Oh no, he was modding the PC version. Yeah, you're right. But this mod that came out recently brought a gaming legend, at least to me, back into the news cycle, at least for a couple of days, because John Romero actually dropped Sigil. It was called Sigil, which is a new level pack for the original Doom. So far from the gameplay that I saw, it seems really dope. It looks like you could tell he was one of the guys that made the original Doom, because just the way that the levels are working together, the way they're structured, it's all classic Doom. Listen, if you guys are into the modding scene, definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. John Romero, you're still a wild man, okay? If you still have that creativity in you. And lastly, right in fuck it, if we can do it, why the hell not? News: Nintendo dropped a VR mode into Super Smash Brothers. I read a couple of people tried it out on Twitter, right? To not so good impressions, to say the least. It's definitely interesting though to see Nintendo's kind of experimenting with VR across different genres. We got the Zelda VR, some Mario, and now we have Super Smash Brothers.
All the Labo things too.
Yeah, so who knows? We might see a full VR game from Nintendo down the line. What do you think?
That'd be awesome. Like a full throw all of our power into a VR game. I'm excited. That's
yeah.
Why would that not get me hyped?
Yeah, you know what? Just give that to me right now, Nintendo. It might be one of the 21 games that was listed.
Imagine it's that $200 one with the whole headset and everything.
With a headset, and everything that you need to get it started.
Yeah, I mean, like at least with a headset and a strap, because you can use the Labo one. The thing is, you have to hold it. That's what makes it hard.
Yeah, you saw the website that's selling VR headset, the Labo VR headset straps.
No, there's a website that does that.
Yeah, it's like $35.
I might get one then.
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at that page for like a minute. Like, man, should I really?
I might, like, if I see it, because I didn't even know that website existed. If I see it, maybe I might get it. Give that Smash a try.
Yeah,
but I do enjoy the Labo. I mean, it's still the blurry screen, you know.
That's true.
It works way better than I thought it was gonna work.
That's also true. I was expecting more of a half-assed attempt at the VR thing, but it works, honestly, bro. It's really cool.
Nowhere near half. It's like they're really like this VR guys.
Yeah, and it's interesting because all the technology is pretty much packed into the Switch, because the Labo is just a cardboard with two.
It's the glass
lenses. That's it.
That zooms in, pretty much just zooms in on the screen.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool. I like it.
But that's all the news. That was a lot of news, actually.
It was
covered.
It was.
But we are gonna be moving on to the gaming impressions, what we've been playing, and our thoughts on them.
All right, should be fun.
What you been playing recently, bro?
Marvel Strike Force.
More Marvel Strike Force. I'm loving it.
It's pretty much the only mobile game I play right now, and I just got a smack to the face by the developers.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah. I hated it. So what happened, right? What happened was that they announced Phoenix as a legendary event was coming out.
Yeah.
And then they announced the requirements to unlock her.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it super specific.
Yeah.
It's like there's only 5 characters in the game with the tags that you need to unlock her, which was already ridiculous. Right?
Yeah.
So they say this, and I've been saving up for the X-Men since they were announced like a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a bunch of resources that I immediately dumped into trying to get Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I'm close to getting, at least I was close to the original goal.
Yeah.
Which is where the problem came in, because they moved that goal back even further. So, the thing is, right, a legendary character, up until this point, you need 5 characters at 5-star ranks, right? And I'm at that, my characters are at that point. And, I'm mad that my characters, they were on their way to becoming 5-star, right? So what happens next is the developers, FoxNet. The developers are called FoxNet. FoxNext.
FoxNext.
So XOX, FoxNext.
Okay.
So what they decided to do, right, was I guess they saw the numbers, and they saw that people were wasting their resources to get Phoenix.
Yeah.
So they decided to move her her requirements a star up, which is ridiculous.
So it's like, up to this point, right? The characters that you would need to unlock generally followed a similar patterns, right?
Yes.
Or similar rules, until Phoenix dropped, and then out of nowhere, now she's like a 6-star character instead of a 5-star character.
Yes.
And in case people don't know, 6-star requirements are usually ridiculous.
All right, so it goes like this, right? To get to 5 stars, you need 130 character shards, right? And then to get to 6 stars, you need 200.
Yeah.
So I wasted my resources getting the 130, right? And then when they added that, it's pretty much really hard, especially in the spam of the 3, because she's supposed to come out on June 27th or something, right? So in order for me to get the 3 stars, I would have to get either very lucky with my pulls, or very lucky with my with the notes giving me her shards, and it's pretty upsetting.
And you actually brought this up earlier the week. You showed me the subreddit, and people were just like going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, because like me personally, if they would have said it's gonna be a 6-star requirement,
yeah,
from the beginning, I would not be as mad as them just, it's gonna be 6-star now.
Yeah.
Because when they first revealed her, she was a 5-star unlocked. they showed her as a 5-star unlock.
Okay.
Like at no point was it ever.
So it's like they saw everybody got way too prepared for this Phoenix thing.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they're like, no, we gotta up these requirements.
Yes, because otherwise people aren't gonna spend money trying to get her.
And ultimately, at the end of the day, you want to make people spend money.
Yes. Or at least, I mean, because FoxNet is really horrible when it comes to their microtransactions.
Yeah.
As like the grind in the game gets to the point where it's ridiculous. Okay, like, and honestly, they're not even that good, because for the new anniversary, all they gave us was like 10 shards. That's all you got. There was no big event.
It's just
there was no big thank you guys for playing the game for a year. It was just, here you go.
Here you go. Thanks.
Yeah, it's been a year. On to the next year. Hopefully, he gave us more money.
Oh.
And yeah. So it's been that, and then the update that came with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was I don't even know how it happened, but they offered players to buy 120 golden orbs for $30.
Yeah. Which,
that is a ridiculous offer, and I'm talking about like it's
good offer.
Yeah, it's a ridiculously good offer, because considering they usually sell about 20 golden orbs for $30.
So they sell usually 20 golden orbs for $30.
Yes.
And
more or less, it's usually gonna be about that. They give you like $400,000 or 400,000 gold plus like 6 orbs.
Okay.
For about $20 or $30.
But this deal was $30 for
120 golden orb, 126 actually, because it was 120. It was 240 shards for the golden orb, and 2,000 make one whole orb. So it was 240 shards plus 6 golden orbs. So in total, it was 126 orbs that you get for $30.
Yeah. And we apologize for the math that we're doing right now. But listen, for people who are listening to us, you guys probably are into more of the hardcore side of things anyway.
And the game is very stingy with its money too.
Yeah.
Because you need money for everything. You need money to level up characters. You need money to equip them with their unique stuff. You need money to upgrade their abilities.
Yeah.
Everything in the game needs money.
Mm-hmm.
So $30 giving you a rough estimate of maybe about 17 million gold.
Yeah.
Is ridiculous.
It's like, that's enough gold for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that's enough gold for you to level up all your characters. Because okay, look, to get a character, the max level right now is 70.
Mm-hmm.
To get a character from 65 to 70 is 1.5 million. Okay? I don't have that much money on me. Because the 1.5 million, it's like to get people also from 60 to 65.
Which is crazy.
Yes, which is ridiculous. So the people that got... Because that offer was apparently an accident.
Okay.
Alright? So it's not going to come back up again. And I've seen people who bought the offer. I've seen people who bought it 3 times.
3 times?
Yes.
Okay.
So they got gold forever now. Pretty much. And that puts them at an unfair advantage against everybody else.
Alright.
Because, like I said, like I've been playing since the game launched. And I only have one character at level 70.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is at either 65 and under. But, yeah, like, even before the whole debacle happened, I saved 3 million gold, right?
Yeah.
I managed to save 3 million gold. All of that was wasted on just the one character.
Jeez. On Phoenix?
No, it was on my Psylocke.
Oh, your Psylocke, okay.
Yeah, I wasted almost close to 3 million gold on just her.
I'm just like trying to get her up to snuff.
Yes.
God.
And she's still not even that good. Because I still need some of her equipment.
Yeah.
So that money is very helpful in the game.
Yeah, especially for the people who bought it 3 times. Now they're gonna have
ridiculous amounts of money, and they haven't said anything. And that's also one of my problems with FoxNext.
Yeah.
That they just like, oh, let's see how long it takes for them to forget about it.
And this is one of the things that people aren't letting go this time.
Yeah, no, mostly because it was a false advertisement on Phoenix.
Yeah.
She was shown at 5 stars. Mm-hmm. Her requirements, she had all the requirements that every other legendary had at that point. Mm-hmm. And then they was like, oh, it's going to be 6 stars. So that's already the false advertisement part. Very upsetting to everybody, especially like me. I wasted a bunch of resources trying to get Psylocke, thinking I'm going to unlock Phoenix.
Yeah.
All right. And then there's people who go like, oh, but they never promised she was going to be 5 star. Like they never promised it, but it's been the thing.
It's never, like they haven't changed it yet, so
it was
no
never
reason to
once
believe why
changed. It wasn't implied yet. It wasn't implied to change. When they showed her, she was at 5 stars, so everything was there. They had everything showing us. Oh yeah, she's gonna be 5 stars.
Yeah,
and then 6 stars now,
which is stupid.
Yeah, it's like, and that wasn't even the only part that they did, right?
Yeah,
because when the update came out, they also upped the difficulty on those character shards. Well, yeah, it made him harder to actually beat those nodes, which is it's not that cool because they didn't say anything. They never mentioned, oh, we're upping this difficulty because of the event.
Yeah,
it's just a thing that happens now, and it doesn't only just happen for like specific character shards. It happens for like when you're doing the raids with your teams.
Yeah,
they sometimes they boost them higher for no reason at all.
So it's like all signs were pointing to this is just gonna be like another regular release, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they dropped that bullshit, which is fucked up.
It is. Hey, it got everybody upset actually. The Twitter, the Reddit, you could just go check it out.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous.
And you should actually link that.
I probably will.
The mega thread, yeah.
Yeah. One of the fun things is that they were like deleting some of the comments. The mods. The mods. There you go. And like one of the community manager.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like he came and said, "Oh, we're looking at it," and then he was gone for like 2 days. So, yeah. So outside of that, I've been playing Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah, I remember when I played it on the 360. I want to say, did
it come out on 360?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Huh.
It was one of those games where I saw the gameplay and it didn't make sense just from the trailer, but once you play it and you learn the mechanics of it, it's a pretty interesting game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get too far into it. I have it on PS4. I want to get it on Switch so I can finally really get into it. But yeah, go ahead.
No, like I said, I've only played about an hour of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I've enjoyed everything. I like the art style. It's beautiful. It has a beautiful art style.
Yeah. It's like a watercolor sort of, right?
Yeah. The gameplay is I find it just to be completely fun. It's just been so much fun right now.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all I've been playing.
Matter of fact, I just remembered. Let me correct myself. I didn't play it on 360. I played it on Steam, actually, on PC.
Huh.
That's where I played it. I was playing it with an Xbox 360 controller. That's why. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that game's been... It is a lot of fun. I actually should play it again. I should just play it again. Anyway. Because Valkyria Chronicles 4 is also out there.
Yes.
I started replaying Final Fantasy X, and man, listen, the voice acting in that game is so wild, bro. Like it really varies. Like Waka, I think the voice actor for Waka tried to get like a Hawaiian accent there, but he really just ended up sounding Mexican more than anything else. I still don't understand the sphere.
To all the people from the West Coast, you know Waka if you see him.
Everybody's heard of Waka.
Yeah.
If you're in the West Coast, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yuna's voice actor, I feel like she pauses a lot between words, and I still don't understand the sphere grid. Listen, I'm never gonna understand it. Honestly, I think that's way too advanced for me. The gameplay is still your standard RPG turn-based. I'm really digging it. Honestly, I'm gonna just keep playing it. I gotta play it until the end. I got Final Fantasy VII, which I'm planning on playing next. Octopath Traveler. Matter of fact, not Final Fantasy VII. Project Octopath Traveler is the game that I'm gonna play next. But I don't want to spend too much time on this because I feel like you had a lot to get out of your chest in regards to Marvel Strike Force. I think that's gonna be good enough for us right now.
It is. It's just like the thing. I was willing to spend money on that game.
Yeah.
For the X-Men.
Yeah, I mean you. Like I have the text.
I had my budget already set to the side for X-Men.
Yeah.
Cause like I mean I've enjoyed the game. Like as horrible as the developers are.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed the game.
It's just like sometimes they'll do things that just like drive you up a fucking wall.
Like it's the reason why I haven't put as much money as I would have. I thought initially I was gonna put.
Yeah.
Cause when they announced the game, I thought it was like, oh my god, just take my money. But then like throughout the months, I was like, no. I only like buy stuff when it's a good offer.
Yeah.
Like when it's not what they think it's when I know and the community knows it's a great offer.
Yeah, it's like when everybody agrees, like, you should probably, like, if you're the type of person to spend money in the game, this is an offer you should jump on.
Yeah, like, sometimes they do 10 for 10, which is 10 premium currency for 10 character shards. That is one of the best offers you're ever going to get in the game.
Yeah.
And then, I think last month, they had $3 for 40 character shards, which is ridiculously a great, their best offer, hands down.
Because outside of the $30 mistake that they made.
Yeah, outside of the $30 mistake. Because 40 shards usually cost you about $30.
Yeah.
More or less. Around there. So when that $3 for 40 shards came out, I jumped on it. I was like, yes. If this is a mistake, I'm buying it.
By the way, the name of the episode is Sorry for the Math, guys.
But yeah, outside of like, sorry, yeah, it was just like
man, listen, get it out of your chest.
So much complaining.
This is definitely the platform for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me right now.
That's it. You're just gonna seethe in anger for like the rest of the episode.
Just like,
well,
Phoenix
I think
comes out on June. Hopefully, I still have the resources to get a character up there.
Yeah.
Because I'm 2 characters away from her actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other characters are actually worth something, but 2 of them are just horrible. There's no need to ever use them.
Only for this event.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other 3, they're actually pretty useful everywhere else.
Okay. All right, but you know what? I think that's about it, honestly.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna keep going on.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep ranting, guys, about the game. He's been ranting about the game for a week now, and he still had a lot to say on the episode. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to us on the channel. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media. On Twitter, we are at Applesauce Cast, and on Instagram, we are at Applesauce Pod. And follow us there. We do post about other things that are happening outside the industry. Maybe like the NBA Finals is going on right now. We got some anime news. Music is always super cool.
There was a leak in the bathroom.
There was a leak in the bathroom, which was gross. Disgusting, by the way. But before we actually sign off, we just want to give an update real quick as we get ready to tackle our very first E3.
As the Applesauce
Podcast. And it's going to be hectic, to say the least.
It is.
So we will be posting discussion episodes for the bigger conferences, as well as having an episode dedicated to Nintendo's E3 and some of its Treehouse content. So with
Microsoft's also going to get a dedicated podcast.
Oh yeah, all right, cool. So with Microsoft's conference being on Sunday, which is usually when we record, we will be moving all of our production up a day. So instead of recording on Sunday, we'll record Saturday and upload the episode on Sunday, and then Sunday we'll just dedicate that day to following the news in regards to the Microsoft conference. We might discuss a couple of things about the Bethesda thing, which is happening the same day, is it? Or
it should. I'm pretty sure there's 3 that day. It's Ubisoft and Bethesda.
Yeah, so we are definitely gonna be busy. We'll also be uploading some content throughout the week, so it's gonna be a wild ride. I don't know if it's gonna come out perfect, but we'll definitely give it our best shot. As always, thank you for tuning in, guys. We love you, and we'll see you in the next episode.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be E3. The next episode is gonna be a pre-E3 hype.
Pre-E3 hype.
That's gonna be the next.
What are we expecting? Any leaks that came out? Maybe. We'll see, but it's definitely gonna be a wild week for us.
Yes.
For the next 2 weeks.
This is. It'll be fun. Can't wait. Oh my god.
Honestly, yeah.
It's Christmas time for
super excited, bro.
This is where people make their wish list.
Yeah.
For Christmas. Right.
Yeah, I'm just glad I'm an adult now, so I can just buy the games when they come out instead of waiting for Christmas. But anyway, thank you for tuning in so much, guys. That's it from us here at Applesauce Gaming. We love you. Bye.